Rankin Bass present Festival of Family Classics. From the exciting world of Jules Verne, the thrilling underwater adventure 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Part 1.
So bring on the whole family.
On July 20th, 1866, less than 8 months ago, the steamer Governor Higgins sighted what they thought was an unknown reef 5 miles east of the Australian coast. But as the captain was plotting its position, the reef suddenly spouted 2 enormous columns of water and moved away. And then just last month, the Scotia was rammed by something like an enormous whale, leaving a hole in her steel hull in the shape of a perfect triangle. Not only can this thing move at incredible speeds, but we estimate that it is at least 350 feet long, or at least as large as this ship. Whatever this thing is, monster or machine, we have been commissioned to find it and destroy it. I will pay $2,000 to the man who first sights it.
Conrad, are you sure you still want to go?
What? And miss out on history's greatest fishing trip?
People don't always come back from expeditions like these.
But those are always other people. I'll take my chances.
Mr. Aronnax.
Yes, Commander.
Welcome aboard, Mr. Aronnax. It's a pleasure having you and your young assistant with us.
Thank you, Commander Farragut.
I'd like you both to meet Ned Land, finest harpooner in all of North America.
I've heard of you, sir. Your skill is known even in Europe.
Well, now all we have to do is find this overgrown whale, or whatever it is.
I can't believe it's a whale. I've never seen one that could crack the steel plates of a steamship.
What else could it be? There's no other fish or ship known to man that big or that powerful.
I'm not so sure, Captain. It could be a giant narwhal.
What's that?
It's a rare kind of whale with a long ivory tusk. Kind of a giant unicorn fish.
Well, whatever it is, I hope that you'll be able to identify it, Mr. Aronnax. You, Ned, be able to kill it before it destroys us.
Look, he caught it.
She, Conrad, that's a female porpoise.
She reminds me of my little sister, Fifi. Here, Fifi.
3 months and we've sighted nothing but porpoises. I'm very discouraged, Conrad.
We'll be the laughing stock of the world when we get back.
I know, Conrad, I know.
Ahoy! There she goes!
Look, there.
That must be it.
Turn the longboat!
Come on in, monster, and find the end of my harpoon.
It's still coming. Watch out!
There goes Ned.
Hand overboard!
Look out! It's turning. It's gonna ram us.
I don't know how much longer I can hold out, Conrad.
I think I see something, Mr. Aronnax.
What?
I'm not sure, but I think... Yes, it's Fifi. Grab hold.
I wonder where she's taking us.
Maybe to land.
It must be at least 1,000 miles from land, Conrad.
What was that?
Ahoy!
Ned!
Welcome aboard, Mr. Aronnax.
What is this?
Your giant narwhal.
What? It's man-made.
Take your hands off him. Who are you?
Where are we?
I am Captain Nemo, and this is my undersea ship, the Nautilus.
What are you going to do with us, Captain?
Since your ship attacked mine, you are technically prisoners of war, but I have decided to treat you with hospitality. You will have the freedom of the ship, but of course, you will never be allowed to leave.
Ever?
Never.
And if we don't want to stay?
You have no alternative, Mr. Land. Here, gentlemen, you see the accumulated treasures and knowledge of a lifetime under the oceans of the world.
What's this?
A flawless, uncut ruby from the world's largest ruby mine. Under the Indian Ocean, of course, and known only to me.
You must be a rich man, Captain.
I could easily pay the United States national debt.
Tell me, Captain, how were you able to build a ship larger, faster, more powerful under the water than anything man has been able to yet devise out of it?
Electral thermal power. I have invented a process which converts salt water into an energy more powerful than anything known to man. You will see, gentlemen, that I have designed my ship to depend only on the sea around it. We will never need the world you have just left. You will never set foot on dry land again. How do you like your steak, Mr. Land?
Good. What is it?
Octopus. Your vegetables are freshly picked from the ocean floor.
Seaweed?
Everything you are eating and will eat aboard the Nautilus comes from under the sea.
Very tasty.
What about my milk, Captain?
We get it from mother sperm whales, my boy. Enjoy it. It's very good for you. The Nautilus and the sea around it have provided me with everything I need. I have renounced the life of so-called civilized men on Earth, a life which you mistake for liberty.
So, Captain, you are just as much a prisoner in this ship as we are.
On the contrary, Mr. Land, the entire undersea world is my personal domain. I alone live here, and its vast resources are mine alone to enjoy.
That one looks like my uncle.
Don't let your uncle hear that.
Look, it's Fifi. No, Fifi, you can't come in here.
Gentlemen, we have been cruising underwater for 3 weeks now.
Yes, Captain, and I'm getting restless inside this overgrown cigar of yours.
Then perhaps you'd like to join me for a walk in the forests of Crespo Island.
When?
Right now. Follow me.
So, Captain, we're putting into dry land after all.
I'm afraid it won't be very dry.
What do you mean?
I mean, we will walk on the ocean floor and explore the underwater forests of this island.
We'll drown.
No, we'll wear these special underwater suits, which will both protect us and allow us to breathe.
Amazing.
By filling this chamber, we will be able to grow accustomed to the enormous pressure at this depth without being crushed by it. You seem to have made a friend out there, my boy.
That's Fifi.
I am in awe, Captain, of the freedom you've achieved here, under the sea, where the rest of mankind fears to venture.
This is just the beginning, Mr. Aronnax. There will be many more excursions along the ocean floor.
But never up there, on dry land?
Not as long as mankind resides there.
Wow, it's incredible.
Our speed is so great that everything we pass blurs together.
Where are we?
The captain is taking us into the Mediterranean through a secret passage he calls the Arabian Tunnel.
I hope Fifi can keep up with us. It feels like we're in a rocket.
A rocket to freedom, I hope.
As soon as we're in the Mediterranean, we must try to escape.
How?
We'll hijack the dinghy.
I don't know, Ned. I'll be sorry to leave this extraordinary voyage.
But who knows when we'll get another chance like this, so close to civilization.
Oh, Ned, come here and look at this.
What is that?
Thousands of tiny fish that give off light from their own bodies. They're phosphorescent.
I hope we would be able to make a break for it tonight. But we can't do anything if we stay underwater.
Yes, Ned, I know.
Our only hope is that he'll surface to replenish the air supply. We've stopped.
Mr. Aronnax,
Yes, Captain.
are you familiar with Vigo Bay?
You mean where the Spanish treasure ships from the New World were scuttled?
Did you know the sea held such riches?
I knew these treasures were valued at $2 million.
Now you are beginning to understand the extent of my wealth, Mr. Aronnax.
Yes, I see. But surely it's more than one man can use.
It would be if it were just for one man, but it's not enough yet to do what I need to do, what I must do.
I don't understand, Captain.
No, I guess you don't. No man has ever understood, or ever will.
What land is that, Captain?
Ceylon.
Isn't that where the great pearl fisheries are?
That's right, and I think a visit to these waters would be of interest to everyone. This is far enough. The water is only about 4 feet deep here, too shallow to bring the Nautilus in. So we're on our own. Just inside the bay, we'll reach 30 fathoms. Take these knives with you. There may be sharks in these waters.
Sharks, but Captain...
Don't worry, I'll have my harpoon.
You saved my life, Mr. Land. You have my thanks.
Only because I owed you that, Captain. Now the slate is clean.
Captain, why did you leave that incredible pearl behind?
Why should I take it now, when each year it increases in size and value?
Why are we descending so far, Captain?
To show you something no other man has seen before.
What?
You'll see when we get down to about 40,000 feet.
40,000 feet?
Can your ship withstand the pressure, Captain?
Yes, but only for a short time.
Nothing seems to live at this depth.
What was that?
At this depth, where light does not penetrate, there are fish with no color at all. They are completely transparent.
We're at 40,000 feet. Fifi doesn't like it down here.
I don't like it down here. What's that noise?
The hull straining under the pressure.
Perhaps we ought to surface, Captain.
Yes, Mr. Aronnax. My thought, precisely. I think your friend Fifi has found some animals even more playful than her. There used to be many more seals on these islands.
What happened to them?
Hunters have slaughtered them in such numbers that the entire species is threatened with extinction.
There ought to be a law.
Yes, but there isn't. So-called civilized man seems to have little concern for his fellow creatures. There it is, gentlemen. The Great Ice Barrier.
It's enormous.
I've always wondered what's on the other side of that wall of ice.
Have you? Perhaps we'll find out.
No man has ever crossed the Great Ice Barrier.
Until now.
Captain, are you serious?
Where others have failed, I shall succeed. I am taking the Nautilus to the South Pole.
Oh, boy, the South Pole. How are we going to get there?
Unless your Nautilus can fly, I don't see how you're going to get over that ice.
Not over it, Mr. Aronnax. Under it.
Do you think we'll make it all the way to the South Pole?
Yes, I think we will, Conrad. I believe there's nothing Captain Nemo can't do.
So far, that may be true, but someday he'll go too far. And if we're still aboard this cursed prison, we'll be doomed with it.
We're still under 2,000 feet of ice.
We've been under for almost 2 days. I hope we don't run out of air.
Mr. Aronnax,
Yes, Captain.
we're at 150 feet and ready to surface.
The South Pole.
Shall we go ashore, gentlemen?
A rather formal reception, wouldn't you say?
Captain, I never thought I'd see you set foot on land.
The reason I do not hesitate to go ashore on the South Pole, Mr. Aronnax, is that until now, no other human being has set foot here. Gentlemen, follow me. I, Captain Nemo, on this 21st day of March, 1868, having been the first man to clear the Great Ice Barrier, hereby claim possession of the South Pole.
In whose name, Captain?
My own.
The sun is setting.
Yes, 6 months of night will descend over my new domain.
It's getting colder already.
Okay, now all we have to do is get out of here.
Hey! Whoa! Do you think we'll ever be able to tell anybody where we've just been?
I wouldn't count on it.
Do you feel all right, Ned?
Sure. What do you mean?
You seem very nervous lately.
I don't like being under all this ice. I feel like I'm being sealed up in a tomb. I don't know, but we'd better find out.
Captain, what happened?
That enormous block of ice closed in around us.
Well, can we get out?
Every opening seems to be sealed.
We're trapped.
What are you going to do, Captain?
We'll have to chop our way out if the air holds out.
Can you see anything, Conrad?
They haven't broken through yet.
I tell you, we're finished.
Have faith, Ned. We still have a chance.
Some chance, with only 2 hours of air left.
Conrad!
Captain Nemo's domain, once all the oceans of the Earth, is now only a chamber in the ice, 1,000 feet beneath the Antarctic ice cap. Perhaps Ned Land is right, and the ice will become his tomb. But the voyage of the Nautilus is not yet completed. Watch for the conclusion of 20,000 leagues under the sea.